Alright folks, this is Jason with the Primal Outdoors channel, and today we are going to be talking about the Jackery Explorer 300. For the most part, I think most of you guys are very familiar with the Jackery line of products. If you want very technical specs on this product, check out their website. They have everything you want to know as far as charge rates, discharge rates, wattages, voltages, amps, weight, and dimensions, everything that you need to know about this unit. If you're very serious about purchasing it, you can scrutinize each thing there. This is basically a upgrade to the 240 unit. It's roughly the same size, roughly the same weight, but it's got some added benefits that the 240 didn't have. Probably the biggest and most important is the charge port is now an MPPT compatible charge controller. And so that means it charges about twice as fast as the 240 was capable of charging. Another nice feature is it has more options when it comes to USB charging. You now have a 60 watt power delivery port and a quick charge port, which the 240 didn't have. You still have a 5 volt 2.4 amp standard port as well. The 300 also has two AC ports instead of just one AC port. They're 300 watt continuous, 500 watt peak, and pure sine wave, just like all the Jackerys are. You still have the standard 12 volt port, and then you still have your display, which tells you how many watts are going into the unit, how many watts are coming out of the unit, and gives you a nice bar graph telling you, what your percentage is and a percentage. So great unit, great replacement to the 240 with some great features, great upgrades to the unit. If you want to see a much more detailed review on this unit, verifying everything works the way it should, I would suggest checking out Professor Hobo Tech, and seeing his review on the unit. I'll put a link in the upper right hand corner and you guys can check it out there. He did a lot of very technical, geeky tests to make sure that everything works. But I checked out the review, and I can say, I'll just kind of run it down for you real quick. Everything worked the way it should, and he seemed fairly happy with the unit. So everything's been working for me the way the unit should, and what I would really rather talk about is practicality of the unit and what one of the two major Jackery products that I think you should be using depending on what your goals are with the unit. So with that said, if you just want something that's fairly portable that you can walk away from your vehicle and power, say, cell phones, tablets, Bluetooth speakers, one of the things that I've been using a lot with this is a little smoker, a little Green Mountain Davy Crockett smoker. It only uses about 11 watts, and so you can actually run that smoker for a very long time and do some slow smokes on some meat and out at camp, and this unit will work great for that. And it's very lightweight and easy to take from your vehicle. One of the things I like about this unit is also being able to, on these hotter days, be able to go out and find some shade somewhere and edit photos and work with my tablet and other devices and have this there with me in case I need to plug something in to charge or something like that. It makes it very handy and useful for those types of things. It's great for taking into a tent, a rooftop tent or ground tent, again, to keep your phone charged or other devices. It's great for that kind of stuff. Now, if you are looking for something that's going to be more of a dual battery replacement for your van conversion or your Overland build, I would look at more like the 1000. That to me would be a better unit, especially if you're going to run something like my Snowmaster fridge, which you might see in the background here. The 1000 is going to be a better unit. Both of these have a regulated 3.3 volt DC output, and with that you're going to have, out of this unit, you're going to have roughly about 75 amp hours. Out of this unit you're going to have roughly a little over 20 amp hours. 20 amp hours, in my opinion, is not enough to run a refrigerator, especially if you're dealing with very hot temperatures. Both of these units have the power to turn the refrigerator on. It's really going to come down to how long the refrigerator is going to stay running on these units. And I just don't feel like you're going to get enough usable time out of the 300 to make it a value to you if you really want to run a refrigerator. You're going to want a minimum of the 1000 to get you through, like, say, a 2 to 10 day trip. So to me, the 1000 is the better unit if that's what you're going to go for. Also, if you need to run a CPAP, the 1000 is going to be the unit I would look at versus the 240, or I'm sorry, the 300 here. So things that you need to, that if you're going to be gone on multiple days and you're going to be running for a long time every day, I would definitely look at the Jackery 1000. If you want something that's just a little bit more portable and that will allow you to, easily take it away from the vehicle and run smaller devices, like I said, phones, Bluetooth speakers, tablets, charge cameras, charge drones, things like that. This unit is going to be, great for that and a little bit easier to store. All right, so there are a few things that I would like to see changed or improved about the product. On the 1000, we got a mini Anderson power pole connection. They didn't put that into the 300. They both have MPPT controllers, so it'd been really nice if it would have got that same option for the 300, so that way it'd be easier to integrate it into other charging systems or power systems. Like my van itself here has its own battery system with chargers and everything, and it would be nice if I could just use a more standard type port to plug into. I'd actually like to see them just delete the 8mm port altogether and just go to a more standardized charging port. The other thing is kind of more cosmetic and minor, but I'm not really a fan of the overall shape of the Jackery. This handle is super handy and sturdy, but I would much rather the Jackery be just rectangular with a foldable handle that recessed into the body. That would make the Jackery easier to store inside my van. The way it is right now, the handle adds a level of awkwardness that just makes it kind of hard to find places to store it in the van. The other really minor thing is I like the rubber feet on the bottom. I'd love to see them just add some on the back as well and turn so that way the Jackery could store on its back without wanting to be so slide around so easily. That'd be handy. And it's easy enough for me to add some feet myself, but it'd be nice if it was just kind of built into the design. I would like that. Overall, like I said, I've been very happy with Jackery Products. I've been using Jackery Products for over a year now on my overlanding trips, on just camping trips, everything. I haven't been easy on them. They've bounced around, been thrown around inside the van. They're a little bit scratched up, they're dirty, but they always keep working, and I think the Jackery makes a very durable, strong product that does what it's supposed to do. So if you are looking for a battery solution, check out my website. You can find links there to all their different products and, link over to there and be able to pick the one that you think is going to suit you best. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video to be somewhat useful. If you did, give it a like. If you have any other comments or questions you feel like I missed something that you need to know, leave that down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys again outside.